Hi guys, it's Ray here from Man City Fan TV. Well, I've got another preview for you today of the Manchester City versus Lyon Champions League game, and this time I'll be chatting to more Lyon fans. I've got a couple of guys down in London. They're called the Lyondoners. Nice play on words there, lads. I've got a fan from Manchester called Angelique, and they're all coming to the game tonight. So I'm going to start off by getting introductions from all our fans. So we've got the Lyondoners.
So we're the Lyondoners. Our group was founded in 2014 and we have approximately 30 permanent members. We get together in a pub for every single of our team's games, and we also travel in Europe for the away games in the Champions League and the Europa League.
We've got Angelique.
So hello, I'm Angelique. I'm French. I was born in Lyon. That's why I'm a Lyon supporter, and because of my dad. I often go to the Lyon Stadium because I really like the atmosphere, and Lyon is a part of my life. And I am in Manchester to improve my English.
So mostly I'll be firing the questions and the Lyon fans will be giving us answers. And so let's go. Okay, Angelique, you're now living in Manchester. Can you tell us what you like about it here and what are the big differences between Manchester and Lyon?
So I'm living in Manchester for 3 months, and to be honest, I feel a bit disappointed about the city and about the weather. What I miss the most about France and Lyon is the food, obviously, like French baguettes and French cheese. And the sun, because in Manchester there is no sun. And what I like the most about England, that's the way they love football. That's their life, and I really like this.
Is it difficult to follow Ligue 1 whilst in England?
In Manchester, in the UK in general, I think it's really difficult to follow the Ligue 1 because they don't really like French football. So they always watch Premier League, but I can understand us because if you have Premier League, you will not watch the Liga. And but in my school there are some French, so sometimes we talk about French football, but not really. More about Premier League.
So our question is, what do people of Manchester think when they hear about Olympique Lyonnais, and do they know about us?
Okay, what do the people of Manchester think about Lyon? Well, to be quite honest, I mean, the Premier League is what people really in England really think about the most. I mean, it's really, with the media, with the TV, radio, it's really pushed down our throats. And I think they've done a good job in that, in promoting the Premier League. So much so that maybe 20 years ago, we'd have followed other leagues as well, like Serie A and La Liga, a little bit of Liga, and maybe a little bit of the Bundesliga. But now you have to be really a die-hard football supporter and really motivated to be watching the other leagues, because even though they're available, I think more and more people are just sick. There's so much football in the Premier League, and there's so much background information, there's so much going on in the media that, I mean, I know personally I tend to watch less and less of the other stuff. So what do Manchester City fans or fans in general think about Lyon? What would we know? Well, obviously we've heard a few names of the players that have used to play for Lyon, like Lacazette and Tolisso, and a few others, like I think Benzema came from there. But these days, all we really know about Lyon is what we see in the Champions League and sometimes in the Europa League in the latter stages. And it's only when we play against Lyon that people are actually interested about them. It's a shame to say. With a league like Ligue 1 and with Lyon, which has got a good history. And personally, I do know in the 10-15 years ago, Lyon were a very strong club, winning so many league titles in France, I think 7 in a row. But these days, we don't really know too much about them. I know you've got a good academy, you've got a few good players that we've heard of at the moment, like Tanguy Ndombele and Dembele. And you've got Fekir as well, and Jason Denyar, who used to play for City, and a few other players that we would have heard of in general, because teams are interested in them and want to buy them. And but really, it's quite sad to say, the way football is at the moment, we seem to know less and less about the other leagues and more about our own. So, will Lyon qualify from this group? And can you give me a score prediction?
Yeah, your question is a very good question because I honestly don't know much about the other team in our group. So I know Offenheim and Donetsk had a very good season last year, but I heard that they lost a couple of key players, and we are a very unpredictable team because we lose a lot of points against small teams, but very often we do well against the bigger teams. But I think Manchester is a bit too much for us to handle, so I'll be just happy to go to Manchester with my friends, have a few beer and not lose 5-0. That's it.
Pretty much it, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we can qualify because we have the qualities and the player to do that. But to be honest, I'm a bit scared because at the moment Lyon is not playing very good. So I hope the team will do a good job tomorrow, and maybe we can finish second after Man City. So yeah, they are favorites. But I think we can do a good match, and maybe the team will work out. I hope so because I will be in the stadium with Lyon supporters. So yeah, Man City are favorites, but in football you never know.
Thanks ever so much to our Lyon fans for their contributions to this video. I hope it's a great game, and I hope obviously that City win quite comfortably. If you guys haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please, it's really easy. Just down below, you'll see a red button, say subscribe. All you have to do is click that. And if you can hit the bell icon, you'll be notified as soon as we put out new videos. See you around, Blues.